Friends from the media, I'm extremely grateful to Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka for agreeing to meet me literally on a phone call at short notice. But I'd like to share with you the sequence of events so you know that today seems to be an auspicious day for me personally, and I think for all of us in this room and for the citizens of Bengaluru. I had actually come to Lord Balaji, Tirupati Balaji for darshan from Nellore. I did my darshan in the morning, and in the normal course I would have probably gone to Mumbai, my home city from here, from Tirupati. But somehow today I felt that I should, while I am here already, I should also review the working of the zone in Karnataka, the SWR zone. And I called up the general manager this morning and said that I'll come and review the working of the zone. Please keep your officials ready. And I had in mind to address you at 12:30. I had called you to talk about the achievements of Ministry of Railways. And I want to spend 2-3 minutes to tell you that, because that was the purpose of our meeting today. And why I'm saying it's an achievement, because Karnataka has seen railway development like never before in the history of independent India. I say this because the construction of new railway lines in Karnataka has become 3 times what it was before 2014. It used to be 23 kilometers per year of new lines between 2004 to 14 in 10 years. Per year, 23 kilometers. After our government came in, we increased it to almost 67 kilometers per year, 3 times. Similarly, doubling work, which was about 35 kilometers a year earlier, has increased to 56 kilometers per year. Electrification is an even better story. 8 kilometers per year, which was being done before we came in, has increased to 177 kilometers per year. Almost 21 times. 21 times electrification. And that is good for environment, that is good for faster connectivity. And the same story goes on. Stations, we have almost doubled the number of stations which are taken up for upgradation. Free Wi-Fi is being introduced in all the stations. We'll have every station of Karnataka having free Wi-Fi. Freight loading has increased significantly. Capital investment, CapEx, in Karnataka has become nearly 2.5 times what it was earlier. 2.5 times. So I had actually come to review all these works and report back to you. But during the discussion, I saw that the Bengaluru suburban project had come to a stalemate. I don't know if you recall the history of this project. While the project has been in discussion for 20 years, more than 20 years, when I became rail minister on 3rd of September 2017, I was visiting Bengaluru on 16th September 2017 along with Anant Kumarji, the late leader, my elder brother, and I think one of the most popular faces that Indian Parliament had, 6 times Member of Parliament from Bengaluru. His smiling face comes to our eyes even as we speak. And literally with tears in his eyes that day on 16th September 2017, he said, "Piyush, my dream is to see Bengaluru get a good, strong, vibrant suburban railway." On 16th September, I went straight to DRM's office, and from there the journey of Bangalore Suburban Railway once again started, to the extent that on 16th September I ordered a rights pre-feasibility study, gave them only 30 days. In 30 days I got the pre-feasibility examined, submitted it to the state government on 29 December 2017. We included it in the budget of 2018-19. This was included in the budget of 2018-19 by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, of course subject to approval of the state government. We got the feasibility study sanctioned in March 2018 within a few days of the budget getting approved. As soon as the budget got approved, we immediately ordered a feasibility study. By rights, the feasibility study report was received in November 2018, 30th November 2018, and on 17th December, we put it up for approval by K-Right. This speed of a project, such a large project costing nearly 23,000 crores, I don't think you would have seen any time. And a project which was already 20 years in the making, within a span of 16, 17 months, we converted a dream into a reality. Unfortunately, when and for that we even changed the suburban policy, which had envisaged 80% state government share, 20% central government. We even changed that to 50-50. That 50% central government will share and 50% state government. In lieu of that, we have asked the state government to allow us some extra floor space index, which will not cost the state government anything, but will help us raise some more revenues. Unfortunately, while approving the project on 16 January 2019, the state government in the cabinet had put 19 conditions. And when I was reviewing today the projects at the DRM office, it was brought to my notice that these conditions have still not got resolved. I had actually called up Honorable Chief Minister in, I think, early February, 1st or 2nd February, sir, I had called you, requesting to review these conditions and give us a clean approval so we can take it forward. Then I met Honorable former Prime Minister Shri Deve Gowda ji on 12th of February in Parliament and requested him also to get it resolved expeditiously. But today when I was reviewing and I saw that it's not yet approved, I requested Honorable Chief Minister if I could call on him and discuss this matter and resolve it with his good self. I am really grateful that he gave me time. He actually cancelled his other programs and invited me to his home. Thank you very much, sir. And I'm delighted that within a span of one meeting, we have been able to resolve all these 19 conditions. The Railways also has agreed to give 6,000 crores worth of land free of charge to this project. 6,000 crores land will be given at only 1 rupee lease rent, which is outside the suburban policy. So I have to go back and further change the suburban policy. And this 6,000 crore rupee land, the Railways will give at only 1 rupee token lease rent. So almost actually free of charge to Bangalore, because we believe that Bangalore citizens have waited long enough and we should have a suburban railway serving the people of Bengaluru. We have resolved all the issues. There was some talk of cutting down the central Bengaluru area, which was one of the conditions. So Railways will have suburban railway in some portion, then metro railway, then again suburban railway. It will be unviable and passengers would have to get down at one point, board a metro train, get down from metro, board a suburban. These are not practical ways to set up infrastructure project. I am happy that Honorable Chief Minister has agreed to the Railways proposal that it will be through and through. The 160 kilometers that we have planned will be continuous. It will have about 70 kilometers of elevated rail line, because I understand that it is impossible to acquire land in big number in the city of Bengaluru, and that could be one of the reasons this project was a non-starter. So in September 2017, I had actually told them to plan for 100% elevated suburban railway, 100% elevated, but the cost was becoming unviable and too much, and therefore we planned about 190 kilometers on grade, for which the Railways was to give their land worth 6,000 crores to the SPV. But at the request of state government, The Railways has agreed to give that land free of charge. Therefore, the project cost has come down drastically. And the people of Bengaluru will be able to get good services at affordable prices. Suburban railway, as you know, is always much cheaper than metro and other forms of transport. This will help to decongest the road network, and it will take Sadanand Gowda and PC Mohan off my back. Because every time I would reach my office, either PC Mohan was sitting on my head or Sadanand Gowda was fighting with me to speed up this, and I couldn't do it faster than this. This is the fastest project that has ever been approved in Indian Railways. And today's meeting we have resolved all issues. I am hoping that the cabinet on the 25th will take a considered view and approve it as discussed today, so that we can process it in Delhi. I will also have to go to cabinet in Delhi, and I am hopeful that we can start work on this project expeditiously. Unfortunately, somebody in the press was trying to link it with Lok Sabha election. Sir, on 16th of September 2017, there was no Lok Sabha election, nothing. It was Anant Kumar's teary eyes. And for me, I think that's the greatest gift we can give to Anant Kumarji, who was the leader of Bangalore, who was my elder brother, who loved me, who looked after me like a child from my early days in politics. And I think it's the least all of us in this room can do for Anant Kumarji's memory and for the people of Bengaluru. Thank you.
The cost will come down also. 23,000 crores will come down, or
23,000 crores.
It will be 23,000 crores. That 6,000 crores now will not be the added cost on the project, which was otherwise the railway land which we are giving free of charge to Bengaluru.
otherwise it would have been
29,000 crores.
So, particularly in one of the conditions, it was said that the land acquisition cost, that is 2,180 crores, will not be extended by the state government.
Gentlemen, the land acquisition is done by the state government. So it is the state government, they can restrict it to 2,100, we will be very happy. But the responsibility of land acquisition is always of the state government. Railway doesn't come and acquire land anywhere in the country. Wherever rail projects are set up, the state government acquires land. So state government can try and acquire the land at the right cost.
So one question, sir, when should we expect that it is happening? SPVs or SPV formation?
First, I am expecting it to happen in the cabinet meeting in Karnataka on 25th.
Between phases, or is it going to be?
I personally, madam, I don't know if you have followed my work in 5 years. I have never done any project in phases. Once we start a project, we do it fully. Because we believe the people of Bengaluru have waited long enough, and we should do the whole project straight away.
So now it's
In fact, I must mention here, Prime Minister Modi's vision is of speed, scale and skill. You must have heard this many times. Prime Minister Modi says if a thing is good for the people of India, if it is good for the nation, if it is good for the state, we should do it now. We should not wait for long term, and we should not wait for elections to come and go. A good thing has to be done now, because people of India are impatient. People of India are aspiring for a better future for our country, and that is the vision and dream that our government led by Prime Minister Modi has worked for. It will be done by K-Ride, so it will not need a separate.
Sir, it is in the last final stages. Even they have sent for the registration of the name.
Okay, so K-Ride has already worked on that, and they have sent the new SPV's name for registration. That is entirely in the state government's domain. I would urge you to speed it up. From our side, there will not be a delay of even 1 minute in any approval that is required.
Sir, what will be the cost of this project, for entire project? Because state government says that it will cost about 43,000
No,
crores.
23,000 crores as completed, but if the state government does not acquire the land in time or give me approvals in time, after 20 years have already gone by, if another 20 years go by, then I don't know the cost. But if we do the project now as per the schedule that we have drawn up, it will be 23,000.
So how many stations are planned, sir? Any idea?
83 stations are planned in this. 160 kilometers. It has one leg going to the airport also. 12 interchanges with the metro. It is a world-class plan that Railways has drawn up. RITES has put in a lot of effort. The plan drawn up is of international standards. At some points there will be 3 levels. 3 levels. There will be a road, there will be a metro, and there will be a railway. So it is a world-class project that we are bringing to a world-class city, so that a world-class Silicon Valley type city. In fact, I have written a letter to Honorable Chief Minister today. I'll quote from that. Bengaluru, the capital of Karnataka and the Silicon Valley of India, has become an international byword for IT and Indian entrepreneurship and prowess. That is what we believe is the strength of Bengaluru. However, the city now faces numerous challenges in transportation. There have been demands of citizens and citizen groups given the transportation problems of Bengaluru for urgent development of suburban railway infrastructure in Bengaluru. And I am happy if they can approve it in the 25th meeting that this project should start work fast. We have approved it in the budget in 2018-19 with the blessings of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, and we will hope and pray that together both governments can work to take it forward fast. Before the elections, I used to say that when there is a double engine working for development, then development happens at double the speed. Like in a train, if there is double engine, then train runs faster. Of course, the people of Karnataka gave us 104 seats, about 10 seats less. Otherwise, the double engine would have worked much faster.
Could we see an approximation of a date, sir? An approximation of a date when the foundation stone will be laid?
You don't bite this.
Will it be before code of conduct, sir?
That is up to the state government.
No, if everything goes well, will it, the foundation?
Let us work towards a target to meet that.
Let us we hope before code of conduct.
That is not in our hands. That is in the election commission's hands.
We don't know when they are going to announce.
6 years.
So, Mr. Rajesh, in this
And we work fast. By the way, if you'll see our track record, all our projects, either we are completing projects started 20 years ago. You remember that Bogeybill Bridge? Honorable Devegowda ji was telling me even that Bogeybill Bridge was approved when he was Prime Minister of India. When we came in 2014, we inherited a project which there was no progress, no work was happening. And in 4.5 years, we did Asia's longest road cum rail bridge, 4.9 kilometers, and in a difficult terrain connecting Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. So I can assure you, once we sit down, we get cracking. We will ensure that this project is also completed in time, and if we get support from the state government and the double engine works, then before time.
Sir, can we expect this foundation laying next month?
Well, as I said, it's up to the state government to first clear these 19 conditions quickly so that we can take the next
The
steps.
state government wanted more than 300 kilometers, but that was one of the conditions.
So that's the best thing. If somebody's got 2 chapatis to eat, if he stops eating that and he says, no, I will start the meal only when I have 4 and 5 chapatis, then even those 2 chapatis will become stale.
That can be extended later.
Of course. After all, how does the railways expand? Railways expands in time to time. But as I explained in the meeting today, of course I want Tumkur also to get connectivity, but Tumkur already has railway connectivity. But by putting more complications, if you don't even implement what is on hand, then nothing in India will develop, and that is what has happened for 65 years, which we have changed in 5 years of Modi government. Like that from Mumbai suburban, if I say no till it goes to Pune and Nasik, I will not expand Mumbai suburban, then nothing will happen. So first we should do what is in hand. 160 kilometers is a huge, total Mumbai suburban which serves 75 lakh passengers every day is some 200 odd kilometers. This will be one of the largest suburbans anywhere in the world. And while the estimate of rights is only 17 lakh passengers, my colleague Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar was telling me that all these projections are wrong. This will be 50 lakh passengers this will serve by 2041 when they have estimated. Easily 50 lakh passengers they'll serve. And by the way, in my plans I told them to put air-conditioned rakes also. So we have provided air-conditioned rakes from the beginning itself. Not like Mumbai, which is getting it after so many years, because Congress governments in the past never planned for it. We have planned, I don't mean to politicize it, I was just mentioning before 2014. I'm not referring to the state government here. Before 2014, nobody thought of air-conditioned rakes. Now in Mumbai also we are giving air-conditioned rake, but for the citizens of Bengaluru, particularly they are IT enabled and IT savvy, so they want to use Wi-Fi and everything. So every station will have Wi-Fi. All the stations in Karnataka will have Wi-Fi in the next 6 months. Every suburban station will have Wi-Fi as we set it up. And we will try and expand more and more air-conditioned rakes so that they can have comfortable journey and go to work fresh.
Is it like one ticket or one card they can travel multiple?
Yes, in Mumbai also, we have finalized a single pass in which there will be road, monorail, metro, railways. I would urge the government of Karnataka and the authorities of Bengaluru also to plan a single ticket like that, which will be a multimodal ticket like international level. Mumbai has already approved it. I would urge the government of Karnataka also to consider it. They can take the Mumbai pattern if you like. And Niti Aayog has already worked out something on this.
So we are speaking, so one question, sir.
Sir.
We are speaking about a project that will take 5-6 years, but we are delighted that the land is being given for a nominal fee.
₹1 per year.
Yeah. So what about critical works such as automatic signaling, which Bangalore does not have? So will you speed up?
See, as in this project, Suburban Railway, automatic signaling is already included. And for a national pan-India level, we have engaged with 3 indigenous companies who are developing